guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. If you are new here, hi, how are you? Thank you for coming, thank you for logging in, continue to subscribe, and I hope you like our videos. My name is Nondumiso.
My name is Tadera.
And we are 7 and 8 Sports. Okay, so today we're gonna be hitting you guys with a first team video. It's gonna be a little bit of both, you know, when you play first team while you're still fresh and young, and then when you play first team when they see it, okay, now she's improving, you know, when you're now in senior team form 4 going out there. So yeah, we that's our video today. That's our video today. Can you get us up in the camp?
Okay, so yeah, let's get into it. First question.
Okay, so the first question is, how old were you, or what form were you in when you started playing for first team?
So I started playing for first team. Okay, officially I started playing for first team in Form 3, but I started training with the first team when I was in Form 2. So my first game was in Form 2. But officially it was in Form 3. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
right.
right.
How old were you? What form were you in? You started playing for first team.
I was in Form 4. First tournament was in Form 3, but it was just tryouts. It was basically tryouts at the moment. They wanted to gauge who would make it and who wouldn't. I was in Form 4. Yes. Our second question is gonna be, do you feel like being selected earlier was the best for you?
No, for me, okay, now when I look at it, it was.
Okay.
Because you then have to play like at a different level. It's a different level of thinking, different level of physical training, mental training, emotional training. But when I started, I was still young. I was basically still in Form 2, and I kept telling myself, I have time. Before I get there. Okay. But then, so I was young. So I was, most of the time, I was scared. So like being selected earlier, I was sort of like scared. But when you look at progress, you say, okay, with the way then the path that my career then took, I'm now saying, well, okay, that was actually the best decision for me, because if I had not been selected earlier, where would I be now? I would be. Yeah, so it was half.
It was half. 50-50.
50-50. 50. Jokes, guys. For you.
For me, well, I wasn't selected earlier. I was basically at the moment where most people would say it's automatic. It's not automatic per se, because some people don't make it into first team, but I was at the stage where it's now a bit automatic that you are put in the first team. But I think it was okay that I didn't make it early, I guess, for me, because I feel like my confidence wasn't, you know, at the level that it needed to be for me to actually progress. I would have had a very stunted growth. It wasn't going to be going anywhere. I'd just be scared. But getting into first team in Form 4, it was pretty great. So yeah, I think not being selected earlier for me was okay, because yeah, I think Form 4 I was now starting to say, okay, but I can dribble here and play. Moving on to the next question.
Yes.
Okay. What are you grateful for about making first team in such an early stage?
Okay. Ooh, a lot. So yeah, when you're young, I think it's the experience in general. Because when you're playing at a junior level, it's very different. But when you get a first team, it requires a certain level of maturity. So for me, I had to like start thinking like a first teamer. So at that time, I sort of like, by the time I was now playing, like when I was in Form 3, it was now my like Form 3 when like at the end, he then realized, okay, I've grown. So like I'm grateful for the experience, because I had to grow very fast, and because it's now like first team. My coach used to say first team I don't train, I polish. I was in Form 2. What are you polishing in Form 2? So I had to learn fast. So I became a fast thinker, a quick learner. I developed skills that I can use in the outside world by being put in a situation where you're told, I'm not going to teach you. I am going to teach you, but half the job, it's yours. You have to do everything yourself. So I was forced to put in hard work. I became a hardworking person because I'll be at the courts days when I don't have training to say I need to work on this. From that game, I saw I need to work on this. So I became very motivated to work at it every day. I had to then. I'm grateful for the fact that I sort of got to learn how to communicate with all because first team youth there's a lot of communication. So I learned a lot about communication. So skills you can use outside of the sporting world in the real world. And also I'm grateful in general just for the whole experience. You know, when you're young and you are seeing that okay, I can play at this level, you sort of like carry that confidence into other spheres of your life, you know. So the academic, even though school was I was like, no, you fail here. It's not, you know, it's not a matter of I can't do it. It's a learning curve. You know, in basketball, you fail at something. It's a learning curve. You have to come back and work at it again. So that work ethic in general was like instilled in me at a very young age. And see, with the way things went, I'm so grateful for that whole work ethic and the vibes, man. The vibes were always immaculate. Yes, Kia! So yeah, general, yeah. That's why I'm most grateful for the work ethic. What are you most grateful for?
What
This
am
whole
I
experience.
with the whole experience? Phew. a lot, quite a lot, because I got to see what it's like to play with the hopes of inspiring other people. Because when I did make it into first team, luckily there were still a lot of seniors. The year above me it only had one senior, but the year after that it had about 5 or so. So that was good. I got to actually experience that whole having someone who inspires you, and then it makes me want to also do what inspire other people. So I was most grateful for that opportunity to have people who actually inspired me. That was I think one of the things that I'm most grateful for. And you know, the growth, you know, even when I made it in Form 4, you know, there was only 2 years left, 1 year minus COVID and everything. It was the growth, because like Tanya said, what you learn on the court is what you carry with you off the court. Because I learned that you don't end things when you feel like it. You have to end things when it's over. Even if there's like
the last whistle. Man.
So it's like I'm here going and I'm now tired. I can't stop. I can't stop because the game is not over. So that was one of the things I'm most grateful for, that I had a lot of lessons that I got, despite the fact that there was such little time left. It was enough. It was enough for the amount of lessons that I got from playing, you know. So I think that's what I can say I'm most grateful for. There's a lot, but you know, what I can come up with at the moment is just that. What would have been different for you if you had been chosen later on?
For me, I don't know. I think I don't know. Different. Let's see. I think my confidence would have not been the same.
Okay.
Because you know, when you're chosen at a younger age, it's now it's like saying you are able to play at this level. So it's like I have to level up. So everything of mine has to get to that level. But when I'm now chosen later, it's now like you're now here. Let us just put you. So for me, that's how it would have felt. With okay, I just made it because my time is running out, and I need to have a taste. When I'm outside, I played for. But yeah, I think like the whole experience would have been totally different. because I would have been looking everything from an angle of, am I here because I'm good, or I'm here because I'm getting older and this is the next team that I should be playing for? So because it plays your mind games, because they're like, because when you see later you're just informed for, you're like, still not in first team, I'm still not. So you now have that doubt. So with me and doubt plays very well. I had to play me, and I wouldn't be playing very well on the court. I would not be playing good. Whatever, it's over. So I feel like being chosen later, I would not have put in the hard work. I would have not polished up my skills. I would have just been a mere player, like I'm there. So that's what would have been different. Not saying it's like that for everyone, but for some people, that's what genuinely happens. When you say, I want to be at this level by this time, and when the time comes and you realize, you sort of have these things where it's like, is it ever going to come? So I feel like if I've chosen later, I would have like, okay, I'm just here to while up time before I go. So
Okay. I guess for me, the question would be different, because it's now what would have been different if I was chosen earlier. Sure, that would have been tense. That would have been so tense. I guess it would have been good. It would have been great, because you're receiving more time. More game time sometimes means more confidence. For some people it's not the same. Hey, I know people that have played for years, but it's like they don't push themselves enough, or they don't think they've got it in there. But I think it would have given me more confidence at an earlier stage. I got it, but I feel like it wasn't late. My mind came proper time. So I would have gotten more confidence. I would have gotten more seniors. Each senior has a different thing that inspires you about them. So it's like, okay, I missed out on 1 or 2 or 3 inspirational people. So that's a bit of a downside for me. But then we move in that regard. But what else would have been different? I would have started playing better sooner. I would have started playing better sooner. But actually, no. Actually, I feel like if I had been chosen earlier, it wouldn't have been that great, because I was gonna collapse. When you start something up too soon, and then it flames up and everything, and then it just crashes down. I think that would have been the case for me. So it wouldn't have been. It would have had its goods and bads, But then because it would have been. I started playing basketball late, but making it into first team, maybe Form 3 or earlier, I would not have known what I was doing. And I was just going to disappoint myself and maybe even give up on playing basketball. So I guess it's got its
pros and cons.
Exactly. So okay, how were relations with your teammates when you started out? The first few weeks or months.
For me, I was very lucky. Like, there are very few first teams that are accommodative when you are still a junior. Because I remember when I was told, I think for me is I wasn't even told first team. I was told, I was in the changing room, and I was told, change into this kit and play for first team. I'm like, what? I was just like, whoa. So, and then after the game, you're told first team training on Tuesday. I'm just there like, okay. So I get there and it's totally different. So I was very lucky that those guys were mature enough to say, okay, we're seniors, we're not going to bully you. You are here, everybody's here trying to secure a spot. And at that time, please realize, a first team only needs 12. We were 15, 16. We were a lot, and they only needed 12. So I was scared. I was really scared, and I was scared of all my seniors. But my seniors were so welcoming. They were receiving, and they were very passionate. So if I make a mistake, they would help me fix it and all that. This is what I saw. Maybe they have their own views. But for me, I was very lucky. And that's one thing I was very lucky to have been a junior playing with seniors who were not terrified by the fact that we have a junior who's training with us, rather than they were like, we have a junior training with us. This is the new generation. This is the future. Let us help build the future, instead of bullying me and making me say I don't want to. I was like, if I make, because at the time I didn't think I'm like, if I make it, oh my god, I'm going to be working with such amazing people who are good players and who are good friends, and even on off the court I could talk to them, and it was just generally good for me. I was very lucky to have met seniors who were like that. For you, how was it how were relations for you when you first started out?
When I first started out, okay, I think for me, I was lucky because she was already there. So I'm like, okay, I'm going in and Ndekka is already there. So it was less frightening because I was like, okay, I have a friend there. It's gonna be all vibes. Even if I get scared, I'll be like, Ndekka, what did I do wrong? So that was a very good thing for me. The fact that Ndekka was already in the team. So I had someone there who was my peer, in my opinion. But when I did eventually get in and start, gauging the situation and trying to see what was going on, I realized each and every single player was my peer, because in the first team there's no seniority. That's what my coach always says. There's no seniority. Everyone is the same. The only seniority that is, it's not even seniority in the sense that we're all the same, really. We're all the same. So it was like meeting new people who you were once scared of, but then now you get an opportunity to get to know them. So it wasn't rough. I was scared of them at first because of my own perceptions and how I had viewed them as my seniors at school when we were off the court. So yeah, it was good. It was all good. I don't have anything that I can say was sad or like horrible about my experience with my teammates. And to just notice, I think when I remember, okay, maybe the one thing also I remember about my relations with my teammates is I used to see Ndekka when she got into first team, she blended well with them, so I'm like, yo, it's not gonna happen like that. What if it doesn't happen like that with me? So that was one of the things maybe that also was frightening, But then I got there and I'm like, oh, okay, it's my family. It's great. It's all good. Yeah. How did you adapt? Since it was good,
we didn't have to.
Yeah, we didn't have to adapt our relations with the teammates. Okay, so what advice do you have for people maybe in first team at the moment?
Okay. With COVID, I'm joking, guys. What I can say is you need to believe in yourself. I know you get like, it's a song, it's not a song, but it's such a powerful thing for you to wake up every day and say, I believe I can do this. I believe I can run 10 laps around the court. I can do 3 suicides. I can shoot from the 3-point line. You need to believe in yourself, because once you start believing in yourself, whatever challenge comes your way, you are geared up to say, okay, I can do this. And you need to understand that sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. And when you lose, it's not a matter of you could not do it. You just need to find out what it is that you need to do differently for you to win the next time. So it's believing in yourself and realizing that you have good days and bad days. And also, if you are a first teamer and you have a junior in your team, please do not bully them. They are kids. Some of them are kids. You have to welcome them. You're all teammates. You're family at the end of the day. For you to get that ball, I have to have that junior passing the ball to me. For me to make that shot, I need to have 4 more people in that team who are playing with me. So in general, don't bully the kids. And as a team, you need to work together. You need to relate to each other. Know what your strengths and weaknesses are as a team and individually, and work on them every day. And confidence is key. I keep saying this. Confidence will take you a long way. Fake it till you make it if you have to. Trust me, fake it. There were times where I would look and Miss Lee would be like, Ndekka, sub. And I'm like, this game is tense. Me, where am I going? And I just have to like, okay, I can do this. So fake it till you make it. I'm telling you, because at the end of the day, you won't be faking it. It's going to be part of you. So yeah, that's all I can say is believe in yourself, work hard, and confidence is key. For you, what general advice do you have?
General advice to the people. Yo, you said so much, so many powerful things. I can't even. Okay, when you get into first team, what you need to realize is that even though when you get there are people that seem like, but this person already seems like it comes naturally. How can I even do this? You know, they are already closing the gate. You're already closing the gate before you even enter. You're denying yourself of an opportunity, because I don't believe in people just naturally, being able to work hard. There can be people who are naturally good at a certain skill or sport, but people do not naturally work hard. When you find someone running, when you find someone actually paying attention, when you find someone actually giving it their all, it doesn't come naturally. It comes from here. And you need to be able to untap, to tap into that space in you that will allow you to also do what? Make it seem like it comes naturally. It does not. Please, just have confidence, like Tanya said, but also don't begin to see people as machines that just do things from nowhere. Those people actually work hard. And when you get into first team, realize that you have to fight to stay there. You might be in a team where maybe there's just 9 people and they need you, they desperately need you. But why don't you tell yourself, I'm in a situation where any minute I can be kicked off if I don't perform. Perform all the time for you, not for the crowd, not for the people. Perform for you and for your team. You should be able to love your team like that. That's basically the advice that I think Tanya gave all the spicy, amazing.
No, what she's saying is what Miss Lee used to say: you need to fight for your jersey. It's not automatic that next week you're going to be in the top. So true. You need to fighting spirit. Needs to be there, because you might be the best in your team right now, but when you go out there's someone else who is like you, who is trying to get where you are going. So if you have work ethic and you work hard, that will set you apart. So that's basically it. So
I'm actually reminded with Tanya, you see Tanya, when she says there were 15 people and there were only 12 people were needed. This is in a basketball setting. It could be rugby, it could be tennis, it could be whatever. But when she says that there were seniors as well. But if you tell yourself, no, I'm a junior, it's not my time yet. No. She fought and got in, when it wasn't even her time, but she got in because she had the heart and she put in the work. So you should also not look at it and say, but there are other seniors. I mean, I'm the only junior here who's trying out, and there are 14 other seniors. You can get in there and
show them,
rock the world.
So basically it.
Basically.
So I hope you guys enjoy this video. It's so exciting to talk about such things. It's so exciting. We can go all day, 3 hours. But if you really like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Comment below. If you play for first team, comment whatever your team's name is. We were Panthers. So shout out to all the Panthers who are watching this video. If you are not. And if you are not playing for first team and you play for a junior team, shout out to you. Say, comment that. Comment, I'm 15 and I play the sport. Comment your sport, your age, and what your dreams are. Subscribe to our channel, click the notification bell so that you are notified every time we post a video. Other than that, have a lovely day. Goodbye.
Bye.